Hi guys. Okay, storage units. You're living in your condo and did you check to see what your storage unit looked like? Okay, I have to confess, the very first condo that we purchased, I never asked about storage, where we had storage. I didn't think about it. It was our first condo, and it wasn't pointed out by our realtor either. I'm thinking our realtor knew how crappy it was, so it was something that was avoided. Anyway, our first condo was 2,100 square feet, so you would think, well, okay, that's lots of room to put storage, but it was all living space. And I didn't really even have a laundry room. I was just still the stackable thing. So yeah, we didn't look at it. Once we moved in, I made an inquiry like, holy moly, most people have storage units. Where's our storage unit? Well, it's really actually interesting. The contractor never put storage units into that building. And so over time, I guess the strata or the HOA started looking at, where can we put storage for people's stuff, their extra stuff, your Christmas decorations, or your snow tires. Yeah, we all have stuff, don't we? Like, I'm not the only one. Don't tell, because my husband will be on me. Anyway, so when I did find it, it was somewhere under one of the stairwells in the parkade. They had put, I think there was about 10 of us sharing this spot underneath the stairs. And what they had done is made yellow lines, like a parking lot, except they were like yellow squares with your suite number in it, and then that was your spot. But it wasn't, everybody's stuff was just sitting there. I mean, I could borrow your tree if I wanted to, or it's just everything was in this room that you all shared. Which, if you had something a little more valuable or something you wanted to keep maybe safe, or you really weren't quite sure, I don't know if I'd want to put my stuff there. But we had our Christmas stuff there. But then all our other stuff, treasures, special stuff, when you're downsizing, you do your best, but there's some stuff you just need to keep. We had to go rent a storage unit. What? Just a minute. I just paid mega money for my unit. I'm paying my strata fees or my HOA dues, and now I got to go outside of the building. I don't know what the nearest storage place is near you, but anyway, we had to rent a storage unit to put all our stuff in, which over time I just had to get rid of, because that was like, whatever, I don't know, $150 a month. That's ridiculous. So, okay, now the very, very coolest storage unit I have ever seen in a condo complex are friends of ours who lived in an area called Yaletown in the Vancouver area. They drove into their parkade, then they would push their clicker and their garage door would open. And it was like a solid garage door. You couldn't see through it, where they could keep their cars, their bikes, or whatever. And then in that garage, they had a huge room, a door, which was their storage area. How fabulous is that? So whatever you got in your car, you can put in there. But, yeah, that was the coolest ever. But they were paying $10,000 a month rent. So you can well imagine what kind of a building this was. So this is not the norm. The closest thing that I've seen to that I thought was pretty cool, in a middle of the road building, which I thought was really, really neat, is everybody's storage unit was behind their parking spot. But that would only work if all your parking was on a wall. So the suite we were looking at the time, there was 2 parking spots and they were on the wall. So there was a huge, huge storage area. And so, which is kind of nice, because if you've got stuff in your car, you've bought extras or whatever, you can just put it there, unload it from your car into there. And yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. The one that we have, I'm going to take you guys down there. I need to put some stuff away just to get a feel. That's kind of the norm. I think this is kind of what most middle of the road condo complexes seem to have now. And wow, it's really important to have, unless you're just one of these people that doesn't accumulate stuff and doesn't save stuff. I know lots of you out there can do this. I can't. yeah, my baby is 36 years old, and then they go up from there, and I only just got rid of their school projects from grade 1 and grade 2, so thanks to my iPhone, so I can take pictures. So what can I say? My husband had to hang on to all his books, which I'm slowly getting rid of, and he doesn't know. But then again, you know what? How many of you out there that are just moving in and starting out, doesn't just have to be people that are downsizing like us, people that are just starting out, I mean, how many of you have toys? You know, boy toys, man toys, what can I say? And then, I mean, I've got sons and son-in-laws that, I mean, they love their tools. They don't want to part with their tools or whatever, so they may want to save them for a while. So these are things to think about. What am I going to get rid of, and what do I need to keep, and how big is my storage space? How accommodating is it? Because now somebody was telling me not every unit, not every strata just automatically comes with a storage unit. In some complexes, you have to buy a storage unit. I was reading an article, I can't remember where it was, but a fellow that lived in one of these buildings actually had purchased 5 storage units, and then he was renting them out, and in the article it said in 5 years they were paid for it. So in some places it's actually like having an extra little piece of real estate. So do your homework. If you need storage, do you own it? Do you have to buy it? And do you have to buy a wagon? And I'm sure you will. If you live in a condo, I might do a story about my wagon that I love. Okay guys, let's take a little walk down to my storage area, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to film it because I can't walk that straight and steady, so we might just get you down there. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, let's take a suitcase down to my storage unit and see where it is. I hope I can keep this straight. Kind of keeping this down because I want to give people their privacy, like license plates and stuff, you know. Anyway. Ta-da! Okay, this is kind of your typical storage area. This is what most condos seem to get now. These are actually not a bad size. And here we go. All right, down to mine. Well, you can see I'm not without stuff. All right, I have a little space up there for my suitcase yet. Good ideas here. This guy put a shelf in there so he can put stuff on his shelf. He doesn't have as much stuff as some of us. There's another one with shelf in it.